I'm looking at myself on TV with the housewives right now. What is going on? Oh, Black Lives Matter. Okay. I thought they had made me a housewife without telling me. Look
This
how you
is about
look.
to be a year and you didn't even know it.
You don't know what these people doing. I look around. They craft all types of commercials, and they do all types of interesting things. It's really fun though. How you
So
doing, Steve?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
That is amazing. So congratulations on your new show.
Thank you.
How tell us about that? How does that feel to be, you know, seen in a different light on national television?
Well, it's a bit surreal. I think this real part is like walking around the house just being regular, with a piece of chicken in my mouth. And I walk past the television there. I am like, oh, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't do the whole celebrity thing. We just regular people, but doing extraordinary things. We're not really that regular. We've been touring around the world for years and singing with celebrities and stuff. But that was a normal thing. Never thought it would come to this level. People. I went to the barber shop, and my barber is Spanish. He doesn't speak English, so he just cuts my hair.
Mhm.
And when he finished, he goes, "Papi, I saw you on the television." I said, "It's those type of things," but it's cool.
So, have you and the family, do you guys have watch parties? Do you sit around and watch these episodes together?
But we'll have a few friends over, 3 or 4 people at a time, and watch the episode because we didn't preview anything. So I see it when the world sees it. So I don't know what cut they use, what editing they use. I don't know what crazy thing I said. I don't remember it. So it's like I said, did I say that? It's like all real fresh and new. So it's sort of fun. And we share it with different people, parts of the family and different people from the church that they could be part of the experience.
So, how did the opportunity to bring the world into your home come about?
Well, see, I've been directing choirs since I was like 5 years old. I grew up in the church. I was in diapers on the pew with a tambourine and a Ritz cracker because that's what they give babies so they don't make a lot of noise. It's a true story. And I was doing that maybe, and I was teaching the adults like around 6 years old, teaching them the parts. My brother was playing the piano at 7. He was a year older than me. And I was like, my mother quit the choir. I tell people my mother quit the choir because I told her she was off key. I said, Ma, that's the wrong note. She said, oh no, this boy won't be telling me what to do. I'm out of here. So she quit. So I was teaching all of the adults, and I did that till I was around 25. And then I
Mhm.
got in Mama I Want to Sing. Did you have you ever heard of Mama I Want to Sing?
I
Black
have.
Oak People music.
It's like a
What
stage
you look?
play or something like that.
Hmm?
Wasn't it a stage play?
Stage play,
Yeah.
absolutely. So then I got a part in that. And when I got a part directing the choir and Mama I Want to Sing, the church put me out the church. They kicked me out that local church. They was having an issue with that. They was real strict. You wear black and don't put your toes out. No jewelry.
Jewelry, black, all of it.
Can do that. And this is a true story. Q. They was to say, Richard, you're too Hollywood. Well, here we are. And so when I got kicked out, I was with the play, and we traveled all over the world, Europe, Japan, every place. And then I got a reputation for training good choirs. You got a choir you need me to train? I come down there. I get them fixed. The Q Mass Choir. I can do
All
it for
right.
you.
I will round some people up here in Atlanta, and I will look. Let's make it
The
happen.
Voices of Q, the Quintessential Gentleman Mass Choir. So then they had me doing choirs for Mariah Carey and Diana Ross and Michael Jackson and different things like that. And so my friend says, "You crazy? Something's wrong with you." I'm like, "What's wrong with me?" Because sometimes I throw things, in choir rehearsal. I might throw something at you, or
Not a shoe, not a frying pan. I hope.
not a shoe or frying pan, something that won't leave a real noticeable mark, but will get the point across. I throw a house shoe or Uggs. Like you can't wear Uggs in my choir rehearsal. If you wear Uggs, I'm gonna throw them at you and kick you out. So they say I'll do some crazy stuff, but we just have so much fun. See, it's really like a zoo. It's really a lot of fun. So my friend filmed me. Okay, film me. He brought his little Kodak. He filmed me. He sent it to somebody, sent it to somebody, sent it to somebody. It ends up in Hollywood. I have no idea that this is going on. No idea. The next thing I know, we have 4 networks wanting to build a show around me saying I'm crazy, that people need to see this zany stuff with your grown kids and your wife and this crazy church that's a circus and all this
Mhm.
stuff. And then I'm talking to Quintessential Gentleman. That's really how it happened.
Wow. So for a lot of us Black people, the church has been a major part in a lot of people's upbringing and a
Mhm,
lot of people's values.
mhm.
Unfortunately, in a lot of people's judgments of other people as well.
Yeah. Yep.
How do you feel today's society and today's world has kind of helped to shift and change how we view the church?
Well, it's part of what we're doing right now. You have social media available. We really have an opportunity to see so many different things in the world, so many different interpretations, and so many different expressions. And so, like my church is a non-judgment zone church. Who are we to judge? God's greatest characteristic and his predominant characteristic was love. And then he told you don't judge. So, we don't operate in that. Myself being the victim of judgment, I was excommunicated. I mean, seriously, I was thrown out at 25 years old. The church was 25 years old. I had been there for 25 years. Go figure. So I'm here the first week that this church opens. I am part of the fabric. And because I can sing, and my brother too, we was Hollywood. No, we're not doing it here. You got to go. So I know firsthand about that type of, well, I'm gonna say the word Q, ignorance, because it is ignorance, unaware of who God really, really is beyond all the tradition and beyond all the facades and all of those things. It's all about the heart. So I think we're shifting because you can't keep people's interest in God. We're saying it's all about what you wear and it's about your clothes and you can't drink a glass of wine. I have me a glass of wine. I might have one tonight with some fish. I'm not gonna get drunk, but then you sit up there eating 10 pieces of chicken. What's the difference?
That's true.
And 7 pieces of cake. And if your body's a temple, it doesn't need all the Oreo cookies. So, how can we judge? And the Bible said that. It says, you looking at me, get the thing out of your eye. You know what I mean? So it's got to change. And it's changing. My church is different, because the pastor is different.
So when it comes to what we learn about you and the family on the show, I mean, I know there's some things that we aren't privy to, but like, what is the main thing that you want people to take away from the show and from your connection with your family?
Okay, the main thing is I want them to understand that even though we're a Christian family, it's not a cult, that it's really all about love. This is going to be fun family TV, that we're regular people. We have the same aspirations and the same inspiration. That I'm stuck with a wife that's driving me crazy. She thinks she's in charge. And I have two grown kids that won't get out of my house, spend all my money, eat all my food. I don't see them till 6 o'clock in the evening. That is all family dynamics and actually cute, that we're all the same. We all want the same things. And it's really fun. It's not going to be that heavy. "Hey, Jesus, God, we need you. Come on, G. It's none of that. It's none of that. And we're not judging people and condemning them. It's really just watching the father deal with his adult children, his zany wife, and the circus of characters at the church. And it's like fun. It's like the Jeffersons meet Amen at 227, Good Times. It's the old throwback to the old black family sitcoms.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So when it comes to images of Black people in our community, whether it's the Black man, whether it's the Black woman, whether it's the Black family, what do you think? Why do you think we've allowed, in some ways, the media to kind of make us look less than what we are? And how do you guys hope to change the image of the Black family?
Unfortunately, in this society called America, sometimes we have to get in where we can get in. So I don't judge people. And sometimes to even get on that platform called television, there's certain things that people have to do. Our show, you're not going to see any weave pulling. They have a show in Atlanta for that.
Now, hold on.
Did you hear all that shade? Did you see it? The Rev is shady. But honestly, I can't judge that because I understand this. Even with our show, there had to be things that I said, oh, absolutely not.
Mhm.
And USA and NBC has been great partners because they're filming this with dignity and fun. And you're going to see it's like the Cosby Show before Bill went left.
Mm.
What are you looking at, Q? What you looking for? It's like, it's real true. It's not a mega church. We're not
Mm,
pimping church. The church is not rich. It's 100 people, maybe. I worked for the New York City Board of Education for 25 years. My wife is a nurse. My
mm,
my daughter has 3 college degrees, a bachelor's, 2 masters, going for PhD. She doesn't have a job. Go figure that out. And my son is a full-time musician. So we are really self-made people. You will see the church, they can't be living off that because there's 23 people here. And
mm.
22 of those people are in the choir. And 21 of those people can't sing. Go figure this out.
But they have the passion though, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, but you cannot record passion and listen to that. You need to record the notes. And so the image is gonna be just like what you're doing. It's just fun. It's clean. It's super clean. It's not degrading. It's not buffoonery. It's just foolishness, but family fun foolishness with a built-in lesson every week about faith, about confidence, about perseverance, about working together, and about family bonding together no matter what. And
Yeah.
that's really the premise of it. And I think Black America, all of America, will appreciate this image, especially in these recent social climates. I said that like I was on CNN, didn't I?
And that sounded good. You're preparing yourself for when you are on CNN because
You a prophet.
they're gonna
Now.
pull you in.
You a prophet, Q. I'm gonna call you
Come on
prophet Q.
now. I'm telling you, I got you. I got you.
Look, look.
So, speaking of a lot of the social injustices that we all have had the opportunity to either experience, witness, or whatever it is, what is one of the greatest lessons that you've learned about yourself? And what is one of the biggest lessons that you've taught your son being a black man, your daughter being a black woman,
Yeah.
and the people in the church?
But the greatest lesson we've seen with these recent situations and these recent conditions in our country is that it is not going to change on its own. We have to do it.
Mm,
And we have to press into every element of this society. Ownership is important. We have to have righteous representation on every level: government, entertainment, law. We have to struggle until we become the rule makers, you
mm,
know, because look at this, the recent thing in DC at the Capitol. There's an element of the society that's not going to give you anything. So you have to take it, just like these patriots took this land for 100 years. You have to take what's rightfully yours. You can't sit there and just wait to live off a stimulus check or any other governmental thing. So we have to get on levels of government, entertainment, like you're doing, to have representation so that we can ensure equity for ourselves and our family. That's what we have to do. That's what this show is doing. I'm on the platform. It's USA, it's NBC. And to
mm.
be honest, they give me a lot of say so because it's my life.
Yeah.
So it's not reality. Like, they didn't give me a script, it's situational. I told them the situations in my life, and we work together to portray those on camera. And so that gives me a level of ownership because I can dictate the image and the message that I want to send across these 300 million people in this country. And that's how you change it, not from the outside. You got to get on the inside. So sometimes people have to pull weaves to get on the inside, but you don't stay on that level. Get to the point that you own that,
Mm,
you know,
mm.
and then you can switch the narrative, but you got to get inside of it.
Yeah.
Regina King and Ava DuVernay, you know what I'm saying? Jordan Peele, to control our images. So now I'm inside of this. I'm going to change the image of what a preacher is. I got my cross. I got my bling. Stop playing, Q. I'm ready for you.
You know what? I'm ready. I'm coming. I'm well when it's safe to, be around people and be in a church setting. I definitely
But see,
will.
you in Atlanta, I can't tell you what
I know, but I'm also in the house right
look.
now.
You in New York, these people are immune to everything. Nothing, nothing can do to people. So we all go out because ain't nothing killing these people in New York.
It's
It's,
not, but from well, and it's cold up there too now.
it's freezing.
Disease and germs don't live too much in cold, so
It's freezing.
y'all are
Seriously,
okay.
there's a different immunity level in New York City. After 9/11, the buildings went down, the smoke, the particles, the cancer. That's 20 years ago. The crowd, it's sort of something to that herd immunity. So it's a different thing here because we're used to a lot of people. So you have to develop a higher immune system to live in the city. Mhm.
Mm.
You live in Atlanta, y'all got like one house and one church, so y'all could catch all types of germs.
And it's hot, and it's too many people here, and all of that good stuff.
You'll be all
Um,
right. God's got it. We'll be okay.
Now we maybe about a month or so ago, the Quintessential Gentleman had the opportunity to create a series called Black Men Get You Some Therapy. And
Mm,
it's been doing well.
mm,
So of course it's centered around mental health.
mm.
And as we know, mental health is becoming, I wouldn't say it's becoming popular, but the conversations surrounding mental health are becoming more
Accept it.
accepted, needed,
Absolutely. Mhm.
appreciated. When it came to issues that we may have dealt with generations ago, the
Mm,
first thing that your mother or your grandmother was telling you, go pray about it.
mm,
Go to sleep, take a nap, drink some ginger ale, you'll be all right.
mhm.
With that being said, how do you feel the church nowadays has a place in helping when it comes to the whole mental health piece with men, women, children, family?
I think it's great that mental health is becoming more widely acceptable and recognizable. I have a background in that. I have a bachelor's in psychology, and my graduate work was in counseling. And so mental health does not necessarily is not necessarily limited to sitting on the couch and telling Dr. Feinberg all of your trouble. Mental health is recognizing that maybe you have to keep your mind healthy, whether that be through talking to someone, whether that be through sports, or we used to say back in the ghetto, you better go somewhere and talk to yourself. And
Mhm.
people thought that was funny, but it's necessary. You may have to have a conversation with yourself. All types of therapy. I specialize in retail therapy. I do
Yeah,
for
that's
my mental health. Or I do
mhm.
vacation therapy where I need to go see a beach. But I recognize that I have to do something to keep my mind sane as well as my body sane. So it could be in whatever format that's more appropriate for that person. Now, there are deeper issues, that going to Neiman Marcus is not going to solve. It's true. Otherwise, you can have like me, like 200 pair of shoes. However, in those situations, you may need to go speak to another doctor or to a stranger and pour out your heart. But the Bible also always established mental health. We did it in the old days, say, have a little talk with Jesus. It's really understanding that there's somebody else that you can converse with about what's going on with you. So the church has got to embrace all of those opportunities, all of
Mhm.
those facets, whether it's in the church praying, talking to a counselor, doing something physical, having a conversation with yourself every morning, making a journal, writing all these things go to feed your mind. All of it is necessary. And it's not just one format. It's not the $75, well, I'm getting charged $175. It's not the $175 an hour person because we all have levels to degree to which we need some therapy. Now you come see me, it's $300 an hour and bring me a bottle of Moscato and we can talk.
Is there a particular brand of Moscato or just any Moscato?
It's something called Bartenura that I like. It's in a blue bottle. You can bring it to me. And part of my mental health is I'm a comedian. I've always been funny. I tell jokes. It relieves my pressure. You know, it relieves my anxiety.
Mhm.
I've been known to tell jokes at funerals, and people be cracking up laughing. They go, did he just say that? We was at a funeral with Don McClurkin, and I said, Donnie, why are you late? The guest of honor been laying here for 2 hours. She tired.
See,
For
sometimes
a minute.
sometimes you need that.
Listen, it broke the grease just like that for a minute. We laughed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, mental health it can be handled in many formats, not just the clinical. I have an appointment, but if that works for you, please do what works for you because you can't be coming to my church acting all crazy. We got to get ourselves together, and it's necessary.
I know that's right.
So it's
So
necessary.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
It's absolutely necessary, and nothing to be ashamed about. Should have no stigma attached to it at all. No. Mhm.
Yes. And
even
speaking
even
of,
medicine, even medicine, even medicinal intervention. You know, if you need some medicinal help to help with your hormones or your imbalance, What's wrong with that? We need that. Go do that. It's fine. Matter of fact, it's encouraged.
There's plenty of resources out here for
Plenty. Plenty.
everybody.
Absolutely.
So you spoke on what's necessary.
Mhm. I can't hear you. What you do? Your sound went out. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Q. You didn't pay the sound bill.
Hold on.
Oh, now I hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me now.
Yeah, I thought you didn't pay your sound bill. So sound
You
went out.
know what? I need to go pay this cable bill so that I can make sure I'm tuned in to USA.
Let's do this.
Yes. So, in closing, like, what is one of the best things that you've learned about yourself that you can share with other people throughout this entire process of filming the show?
Well, I would say not just throughout this process of filming the show, but throughout the process of living these 60 years. I'm 60 this year.
Yeah,
Um,
like
I'm
60.
just I'm just
Black
fine.
on crack.
I'm just beautiful. What you can do? I'm
When's your birthday?
November. I'm 59. I'll be 60 in November.
Wow. Okay. Black don't crack.
Stop playing. What I've learned really, and it's a lesson for everybody, is to be your true authentic self. Be exactly who you are. You know, you may have to get some help on being how you are, but be who you are, your organic true self, because your success and destiny is rooted in who God created you to be and
Mhm.
what your personality really is. And if you just be true to yourself, you don't have to hunt success or hunt validation. It will come to you when you really walk in your truth and be exactly who you are. That's how we got this TV show. So when you see it, you just seen us. We're like this tonight. When my daughter come down, she's screaming and acting crazy. My son will see him at dinner time, and then he'll disappear. And my wife is trying to control everything. The church people, I don't know what outfits they're gonna wear on Sunday. It's gonna look like Halloween. I can't tell you. They with pink hair, purple hair, but be who you are and don't let anyone change your root self. You know, we can teach you how to be a better person. Like you can't act like that now, because we're in the emergency room. But be who you are and you'll find success and happiness. It's the truth.
Absolutely. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that. Now tell the people how they can get in touch with you, how they can support the show, and
These
how they
people
can
getting in touch with me. What you talking about? Don't be getting in touch with me. Calling me on my phone and emailing me, inboxing me, slide it into my DMs. Don't y'all be doing that. No. But you can watch the show. It's called The Rev. It's on 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on USA Network. And you can hashtag Richard Hartley. I think that's what they call it, Q. Hashtag Richard Hartley or hashtag The Rev USA. And everything concerning us will show up.
All right now. I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna let you know DMs, it all depends on how you look at it. Divine messaging,
They're not divine messages.
no, no. Delivered message,
I'm not delivering them.
no.
I,
All
I'm gonna
right, well,
put some messages. Don't be DM. I'm too, look, I'm too old for DMs.
I was gonna say it's just like a text message, but
Yeah, I know what it is. But the truth of the matter is, when you become full public like this, man,
there they slide. I know.
I don't have a Facebook page any longer. I have a network page
Mhm.
because you get that access right away, and you get all types of
Everybody coming to you. Now I don't have 300 million viewers, but I know about the DM, so
about it.
I got you. You got to keep your mental health together. So sometimes you just need to stay up out of them.
And your name and your reputation is important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, stay out of the mess. We don't need that. You know what I mean?
And those are some good closing words. I appreciate you.
Thank
I
you.
wish you much success on the show.
Thank you.
To fly up, come to the church, maybe come to Sunday dinner, something like that.
If you
But
come, you gotta let me know because I don't want my wife to cook because I need you to get back home safely because she can't cook. So if you're coming up, you have to let me know because
well, look, y'all have the food. I cook. I can cook.
good.
So I'll cook. I
You
got
got,
y'all.
you got to have good health insurance if she's cooking. I promise you.
If she's listening, we love you, wife. I got you. Well, I
Thank you,
appreciate
brother.
it so much, and you have an awesome day, awesome season, and congratulations in advance on season two.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you.
Be blessed, Q. Take care.